Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction. Everton drawing with Burnley 1-1 at Turf Moor. It was not a happy place today, Turf Moor. Pretty much the same story, isn't it? Everton can't control games, simply. I mean, forget about everything else. Everton just can't control games of football. The passing is horrendous. I mean, that, to be honest, that's our biggest problem. Every game I watch is how many times we give the ball away. We are trying to be a progressive, forward-thinking, attacking team. But it's let down by the fact that we can't pass a ball. We can't string passes together. We started the game, obviously, with a back three again, with Fabian Delph playing. I mean, left wing back would be a bit of a stretch. He was basically playing like a left back. He was that deep. And they scored within 2 or 3 minutes from, again, us giving the ball away. Alan trying to be clever in the centre of the park, outside our box, where we haven't got anyone in the team who just can turn around to any of these players and just say, "What are you doing? Why are you playing it out from the back like that?" When in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes of going somewhere like Burnley, you just make sure you're keeping it tight and you're not giving away anything stupid. Well, really should be doing that for the entire game. So it was a horrendous start, and after that we just never got going. We had a couple of chances. Dominic Calvert-Lewin had a good chance which the keeper made a good save from. But it wasn't until the Fabian Delph probably substitution, he pulled up with a hamstring, that we really got going. We went back to 4 at the back, with Ben Godfrey going left back, and Ben Godfrey was fantastic. Let's be honest, he was fantastic. He showed all his defensive ability in this game, not letting the opposition get past him on one-on-ones, really, sticking to the task and doing his job. And I thought he was excellent today. I thought once the back four settled down, they were all right in the second half. First half, they were letting things run through them. The odd thing was, our best player when we were in the three at the back was Iwobi. Got loads of space. He did really well. And yet when we went to the 4-3-3, whatever version of it was, he was poor. His crosses were poor. But obviously we got back into the game just before half time. Dom again, Richarlison from the left, Dom nicking in there, getting us a goal from good work from Alan and centre of the park. And that was after Pickford had made a really good save to keep it at 1-0 as well. And then second half we come out and we had loads of the ball, but we didn't really do anything with it. Dom had a couple of half chances. Sigurdsson's had a chance at the end, which really should have scored. He should have won us the game. Pickford's had to make another really good save as well. I'll give him that. But did we really go out there and try and boss it? Did we really go out there and try and destroy Burnley second half? Like, they're a poor side then. They are a basic side, and they'll do well to stay up this season. They that, and that's what's annoying. And what's sad is, I'm sitting here and I'm just glad we never got beat. And yet we've just drew with a team in the bottom three who are very limited. I'll say, very, very limited, especially in front of goal. And yet we haven't gone and really tested them, and I think that's the sad thing. I think the three at the back has to be binned now, completely. It's not working because the personnel we've got aren't being utilised. I think we have to go to 4 at the back, and we have to get a back four that is going to be the back four moving forward. Because, you can't rely on Seamus Coleman. Even if Seamus Coleman comes back, you can't rely on him. He's 32, and he's got an injury that seems to be persistent in an area which, the injury is going to happen when he runs a lot of the time. And that's what we need him for. We need to bring a right back in ASAP. We need to decide who's going to be playing left back. If it's not Nkunku, sound, make a decision and put someone in at left back. And also get 2 centre backs that we can rely on. And if one's Ben Godfrey sound, because Ben Godfrey was good today, and I can see that there's a defender in there. That lad likes to defend, and I like that. There was one in the first half. There was a great ball whipped in, and he looked like he'd got the wrong side, and he just nicked in there. And there was a couple of times he done that. So I like him. He can defend. He's got the pace. Maybe if you put someone next to him, I don't know whether it's be Holgate or Keane or whatever. But let's make our mind up and start building forward instead of arsing about every week with different. I understand. Listen, the manager is looking at the squad and thinking, this is crap. This is absolutely crap. He doesn't really like youth. He's not playing Gordon. He's not giving Nazem Kunku a go. He needs to knuckle down though and decide what his team is. And if that means going back to what we were playing it, look at the front. Dom, if you give him chances, he's hitting the target. If you put Richarlison wasn't quite on it today, but was still dangerous every time he had the ball. James Rodriguez is still coming up with magic moments. I mean, that ball which Sigurdsson should have scored, that was just incredible. No one else on the pitch, hardly any other players in the Premier League would see that pass or could pull off that pass. So for me, it showed today that we have to get someone in midfield to play alongside Decore and Allen. Someone who'll sit in front of that back four. And then I think we've got the basis then of a team. And then they have to start working on the passing and creating opportunities. But while we're making so many mistakes, giving the ball away, unforced turnovers, we're going to be beaten by a lot of sides. A lot of sides are going to score past us. And now we go into Chelsea, Arsenal, Leicester, Man City coming up, Man United in the League Cup. These teams will profit on that. You've got to get it knuckled down. I don't understand why. I'm not really having a go at Carlo. I think he's made some strange decisions. But at the same time, I personally think the squad's crap. I don't think the first team's that good either. I think we've got some good individuals who haven't quite blended either. Alan, the way he started the game today was dreadful. Him and Decore just don't seem to know what the other one's doing half the time. They need someone in there with them who's going to protect, who's going to sit behind them and do that job for them. Get a right back in, get a left back in, centre back, and get your team, get your first 11, what you think's your first 11, and start playing it and start working on it and start using it week in and week out. Stop this chopping and changing. Stop this playing three at the back. Go back to your preferred formation, which was 4-3-3. You said this was an emergency formation. It's not working. So go back to what we were good at and work on that and build on that. And at least if you've got that extra man in midfield, we can start getting ourselves a little bit more tight. And that for me is what's going to get us those wins. Because I do think at the other end of the pitch we've got good players, but we're not making the most of those situations, or we're having to score 2 goals in every game. I said before this game, we get a clean sheet today, we'll win this. We couldn't get a clean sheet. After 2 minutes, the clean sheet's gone, and we've conceded another goal from outside the box. Where's the pressure when he hits it? Why is Michael Keane just standing there like Godfrey was last week? Where's the aggression? We've got to start seeing that aggression, but it's got to come first from having a fixed team, a set team that we know every week, positional wise. Yes, some players will go in and out because of the amount of games, but if we're changing the team every week, people don't know who's playing around them. They don't know what. If you're giving a pass to a player and he's faster than the player who was in the team last week, he's going to get there, or vice versa if he's slower. So I'm disappointed we haven't beaten them, because I just think they're a very, very average side. But we're also a very average side, aren't we? Let's get it right. The thing what happened at the beginning of the season, that was the blip, really. That was the blip. This is the real Everton. And the manager said it himself. He said when the bubble bursts, let's see how we react. And everyone's reacted poorly. And we just have to get back to the basics now. And it showed today when we had that extra man in midfield. We were a better side, but we've got to start keeping the ball. But what I would say is we have to buy players. January's only around the corner. We have to buy players because Gomez, Sigurdsson, Delph, they're not good enough. These players are not good enough. Tosin's not good enough. They're just not good enough. We have to get them out the club as fast as possible and get good, solid, reliable, hard-working players who've got a little bit of something to the game as well. And listen, as I said before, my aim for the season is to get Europe. That means finishing 7th and hoping someone wins a cup or we win a cup. You know, that was my aim at the beginning of the season, and that's my aim now. We have to just keep chipping away and hope that if we can pick up a few results over December, we'll still be in the mix. Hopefully. But we've got good players, we just haven't got a good team, and the manager has to be left to work on that. Carlo Ancelotti's made mistakes. He has made mistakes. But let's not start doing the thing where we all start jumping on top of him. The players are the same players. They're very, very average, poor players all the way through the team. All the way through the team, there's a lot of average footballers who've let this football club down. So let's try and get rid of all those players and get some more new players in. And that means for me, that means 2 in January, 3 or 4 in the summer, and then that's the manager. If the manager could bring 6 new players in over 6 months, that would be huge. That would help turn this team into a team who could go for the top 6 or could go for the top 4. But at the moment, we're nowhere near it. But we have to find a way of playing that suits this set of players. So there you go. A lot of food for thought. And as I said, I'm just disappointed that we never got the win. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on today's performance. Yeah, it wasn't great. Should have got 3 points. Make sure to check out my player ratings. Make sure to check out Baz's videos as well. If you want to watch the final word on Monday, the full final word, if you want to watch it live, come and join us on Patreon. Even if you come and join us on Patreon, just to get the discount, because you're going to go on the shop and buy some t-shirts as Christmas presents, you get, for what you pay for Patreon, you get a better discount. So come over to Patreon. The link will be in the description. Thank you for